In the 1970s, the landscape of college wrestling was indelibly shaped by a powerhouse, Iowa State University's men's wrestling team. This era witnessed a confluence of athletic prowess, legendary coaching, and fierce rivalries that not only elevated the sport but also left a lasting imprint on its history. The decade began under the guidance of Dr. Harold Nichols, a coaching titan whose tenure at Iowa State spanned from 1953 to 1985. Nichols, a visionary in the sport, fostered a culture of excellence and innovation. His coaching philosophy emphasized technique, conditioning, and mental toughness, elements that became the hallmark of Iowa State wrestling. In this crucible of competition, several wrestlers emerged as icons. Perhaps none more so than Dan Gable, whose collegiate career concluded in 1970. Gable, an Iowa State alumnus, left an indelible mark with his relentless work ethic and an undefeated record until his final National Collegiate Athletic Association match. Though Gable's loss in that match was a moment of profound shock, it also underscored the fierce competitiveness of college wrestling during this era. The 1972 Olympics in Munich provided another pinnacle moment for Iowa State wrestling. Ben Peterson, an Iowa State alumnus, claimed gold in the 198-pound weight class, while his brother John, also an Iowa State product, took silver at 180.5 pounds. Their success on the world stage was a testament to the caliber of athletes that Iowa State was producing. Throughout the 1970s, Iowa State continued to churn out top-notch wrestlers and All-Americans. Among these were names like Chris Taylor, a heavyweight whose sheer size and strength were legendary, and Nate Carr, whose dynamic style would leave a lasting impact on the sport. These wrestlers, along with many others, contributed to Iowa State's reputation as a wrestling juggernaut. The rivalry with the University of Iowa, particularly after the arrival of Dan Gable as Iowa's head coach in 1976, added an intense and dramatic chapter to Iowa State's wrestling story. This rivalry, arguably one of the most intense in college sports, brought a heightened level of excitement and attention to the sport, drawing in fans who relished the fierce competition and the narratives of individual and team triumphs. As the decade progressed, Iowa State continued to be a force in National Collegiate Athletic Association wrestling. The team consistently ranked among the top in the nation, regularly producing individual champions and contending for team titles. The dedication to excellence, the cultivation of top-tier talent, and the intense rivalries of the 1970s not only defined Iowa State's men's wrestling during this period but also left a legacy that would influence the sport for decades to come. The 1970s were a golden era for Iowa State men's wrestling, marked by legendary coaching, exceptional wrestlers, and riveting competitions. It was a time when the sport transcended the boundaries of the mat and captured the imagination of the wider public, forever altering the landscape of collegiate wrestling.
Much obliged you hopped on board for this snazzy trip through American life in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this. Thank you.